So, from the first one, which is we arrived yesterday.
Llegamos ayer.
Llegamos ayer. ¿Qué hiciste ayer?
Yo fui al gimnasio,
You could say gym here.
gym, NFI, y después, do I have to say fui again? Like,
No.
Or después a tomar un café.
Yeah, that's okay. Let's go to cafe. We arrived last week.
Llegamos la semana pasada.
Okay. ¿Qué cosa extraña? I forgot. Extraña viste la semana pasada.
Uf.
What do you understand?
What strange thing did you see last week?
Yeah. Nothing?
Probably, but
nothing
like that would have like stayed.
Okay. Okay, never mind.
What about you?
What? What did you say?
What about you? Maybe you have some.
Algo extraño. I was going to take a big. Oh yeah, I did. Vi a un padre andando en moto por primera vez en mi vida. Do you understand that?
So, that?
Like a priest.
Oh, a priest. Was using a motorbike for the first time.
Yeah, I've never seen a priest, but he was dressed up like a priest, and he was on a motorcycle.
And it was like, not like Halloween anymore.
No. It was during the day. He was like passing just by. I was like, oh.
That's really funny.
Yeah, I was like, cool priest. Okay, so the next one is we arrived in 2002.
Llegamos en el 2002.
Llegamos en el 2002. We arrived 6 months ago.
Llegamos hace 6 meses.
Okay. Cuando llegaste a Medellín, ¿qué era lo que más miedo te daba de nuestra cultura?
You're right, Medellín. What were you most afraid of?
Mm-hmm.
Of our culture?
Mm-hmm.
¿Qué te daba?
Like in Spanish, we aren't afraid of. We are given fear of.
Like that.
Mm-hmm. Que te secuestraran. Que te secuestraran. Secuestraran. Do you understand that?
No.
Okay, that some people kidnapped you.
Oh, no. Creo que estaba muy curioso.
Okay, estabas like you were like you weren't expecting anything. You just like
yeah. I mean, I read so many different things. I read a lot about Colombia. Once I found out that I'm going there, I was just really curious how it really is like to find out.
Okay, like you were already aware of the situation, but you wanted to
but
experience
not just
it
like
yourself.
The good and the bad. Like I've read a lot of different things.
Okay, okay. And what's your opinion right now?
I'm like very positively surprised in pretty much all aspects.
Okay, in Spanish.
Soy sorpresado.
Sorprendido.
Sorprendido. Estoy sorprendido en casi todo lo que what I experienced.
En casi todo lo que he experimentado.
Como es muy developed.
Es muy desarrollado.
Muy
Desarrollado. Yeah, I mean, I think that people from countries like yours, people think about, like when I think about Brazil or something like that, I think like a jungle, just like Indians, or I don't know. I think people see us the same. Like they're
people know
like,
that there's like infrastructure that well everywhere.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one is let's see. I saw Paula yesterday.
Yo vi Paula ayer.
Yo vi a Paula.
Yo vi a Paula ayer.
Okay. ¿A quién viste ayer?
Yo vi algunos amigos de mi novia ayer.
Yeah. Where were you on Sunday afternoon?
¿Dónde estaba?
Estabas.
Estabas. When is
On Sunday afternoon.
¿Dónde estabas el sábado en la tarde?
El sábado, el domingo. El domingo.
Oh, el domingo en la tarde.
En la tarde. Okay. How do you answer that question?
Creo que el domingo pasado fuimos con mi novia a hacer la clase de salsa.
Fui con mi novia a clase de salsa.
If I say like me and my girlfriend, I wouldn't say fuimos.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Once again, fui con mi novia a clase de salsa.
Fui con mi novia a clase de salsa.
Bien. La siguiente es, we didn't have a holiday last year.
No tuvimos vacaciones el año pasado.
El año pasado. It could also be like, no tuvimos un festivo. Like a day off. What did you do last night?
¿Qué hiciste anoche?
¿Qué hiciste anoche? Now, how do you answer that question?
Anoche yo vi o miré Señor Robot. Es una serie
Una serie.
en Amazon Prime.
Una serie llamada Señor Robot.
Sí, Mr. Robot.
El Señor Robot.
Señor Robot.
El Señor.
Muy bueno.
Señor Robot. You told me about it the other day, right? El Señor Robot.
What's addictive?
Adictiva. El Señor Robot en Amazon Prime. Es muy adictiva. I just finished. I love like monsters and vampires and kind of thing, like supernatural stuff, and heroes as well. So I just finished like the 4 or 5 seasons of Shadowhunters. If you like that, you've got to watch the Shadowhunters.
It's like these 2 vampires that are like friends.
Yeah, there are vampires. There are like some kind of I don't remember how to call them in English. But it's like all sort of supernatural thing, and the main characters are like half angels and half humans. It's really nice. I really liked it. Shadow Hunters, and there's another one called. Have you ever read the Grimm's Tales?
No.
You haven't?
But they're really famous. I've heard about. I think I've seen movies.
This series was created by putting some of those characters of the Grimm's Tales into the series. And then the main character is a Grimm, and he hunts like all these monsters that show up. It's so cool. Like and no, it's got like 7 seasons, but it's crazy. I loved it. These 2 series, highly recommended. So the next one is I stayed at home. How do you say that?
Quedé en casa.
Remember that's reflexive.
Me quedé en casa.
Me quedé, bueno, me quedé en casa. William Shakespeare lived from 1564 to 1616.
William Shakespeare. Is it used to live or live? Vivió. Sí, vivió de 1564
hasta
1616.
Good. The next one is.
I don't have to put el. Desde el o hasta el.
Vivió desde 1564 hasta 1616. Some people would, but right now it doesn't sound good to me.
Okay.
He was a writer.
He was a writer. Era un
escritor. How do you say author?
No.
Autor. I'm not saying it's right. I just don't know anything about literature, but I just remember author. He wrote many plays and poems.
Él escribió muchas obras y.
You remember? Muchas obras. What's also obras?
Construction site.
A construction site, yeah. And poems.
Y
poemas.
Yeah. So simple.
Yeah. The next one is, we use the past to ask when or what time. When did you buy your computer?
¿Cuándo compraste tu computador?
Cuando compraste tu computador. Okay, some people use the feminine, which is like computador. I don't like it. In my opinion, it sounds odd. I don't like the feminine of PC. Computador.
And this is a portátil.
Yeah, you could say computador as well, but if you want to be more specific, you would call it a portátil. Like the people who want to show off, they would say mi Mac. Can assure you that every woman who owns a Mac, they won't say a portátil. They will say mi Mac. It's like, come on, it's a fucking portátil. It's what time did Andy go out?
¿A qué hora? Andy se fue?
¿A qué hora? Remember, in questions, try to leave the noun. Yeah, exactly, to the very end. Yeah, what? ¿A qué hora se fue Andy? Oh no, salió. ¿A qué hora salió? Go out.
¿A qué hora salió?
Yeah. ¿A qué hora salió Andy? Now let's have a look at this one. So
to leave is just irse.
Irse o dejar. Dejar, abandonar.
To go out, you would use salir.
Go out y salir, yeah. Now, I have lost my key.
He perdido mi llave.
Mi llave. I can't find it.
No puedo encontrarla.
No puedo encontrarla ahora. Encontrarla ahora. O ya. Ben has gone home.
Ben ido.
Se ha ido a casa. When we use like go in present perfect, it sort of becomes reflexive. So you keep it in mind. He isn't here now.
Él no está aquí ahora.
Está aquí ahora. Have you seen Kate?
¿Has visto a Kate?
Where's she now?
¿Dónde está ahora?
¿Dónde está ella ahora? I lost my key last week.
Perdí mis llaves la semana pasada.
Perdí mi llave.
Mi llave.
Semana pasada. Ben went home 10 minutes ago.
Ben se fue a casa hace 10 minutos.
Did you see Kate on Saturday?
¿Viste a Kate el sábado?
Viste a Kate el sábado. Good. Have you ever been to Spain?
¿Alguna vez has estado en España?
He estado en España. I just met a girl from there, and I love that accent. ¿Alguna vez has estado en España? I mean, she speaks English like very similar than an American does, but her Spanish, I was like, hey, send me an audio in your language, and she sent me she sounds so Spanish. I was like, oh wow, so I find it sexy.
So like, what's up? There is this guy doing videos in Spanish on YouTube, and the pronunciation of the C is so strong, like he's almost spitting out his tongue.
It's like this. It's like this.
Yeah.
It's like biting, like chewing. Like we say, for example, parecer. Like to look or to seem, parecer. Eso parece bonito. Me parece bonito. I think, or that seems to be.
It just sounds so much nicer.
I think it's just like the like American English and British English, that it sounds like more formal. Like I like it. I really like it. Now the next one is my friend's a writer. He has written many books.
Mi amigo es un escritor. Él ha escrito muchos libros.
Sam hasn't phoned me yet.
Sam no ha llamado.
No me ha llamado.
No me ha llamado ahora. No, aún todavía.
Aún no todavía. Sam no me ha llamado aún no todavía. We have lived in Singapore for 6 years.
Hemos vivido en Singapur por 6 años.
Por 6
Because of the key before, password is what's more correct is clave y contraseña, no?
Yeah.
For like if I want to ask for the password of that Wi-Fi,
You could use both.
doesn't matter
Clave.
as long as I don't say llave.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, as in a password is clave or llave. Yeah. No, llave no. Contraseña y clave. Yeah, you can say it. The next one is, did you go to Spain last year?
Fuiste a España el año pasado.
El año pasado. So many años. El año pasado. El año pasado, Shakespeare wrote many plays and poems.
Shakespeare escribió. Shakespeare escribió
muchas because it's feminine. Muchas
obras y poemas.
Yeah. Sam didn't phone me yesterday.
Sam no me llamó ayer.
Sam no me llamó ayer. ¿Cada cuánto hablas con tus papás?
Hablo con mis papás una vez en 2 meses. Y mi novia habla con su madre casi todos los días.
But I think that's a world thing, right? Like women are more attached to their families. Yeah, I mean it's like I don't get me wrong, I love my parents, but I just don't feel the urge to call them like anything. I mean, like if I were like at this distance that you're right now from them, I would be probably doing the same once every 2 months.
And it's like complicated as well. You always have to like find the time slot when it works.
And the time zone, right? Yeah. Okay. So the next one is, did you see Kate? No. We lived in Glasgow for 6 years, but now we live in Singapore.
Vivimos en Glasgow por 6 años, pero ahora vivimos en Singapur.
Okay. Now let's have a look at the exercises. So, have you seen Kate?
¿Has visto a Kate?
Sí, has visto a Kate. And the answer?
Sí. Y a ella.
La vi.
La vi hace 5 minutos.
Hace 5 minutos. Have you started your new job?
¿Has empezado tu nuevo trabajo?
Has empezado tu nuevo trabajo. And the answer, yes, I started last week.
Sí, empecé la semana pasada.
La semana pasada. So have you thought about getting a job, a remote job, in this time that you'll be traveling?
Well, I kind of told my boss that, that I'm willing to whenever he needs something
that you can do online.
I can do it for him, but he's not an easy person to figure out sometimes. So I'm not sure, if he.
There are 7 billion people in the world.
So I don't
There are
know. For
bad
now.
people, good people, easygoing people, hard to deal people. Just find the ones who are easy to deal with, and it'll be good. It's all a number. It's a matter of numbers.
Yeah.
Just send your curriculum. Maybe you can get a good job. And as I told you, who knows? Maybe you get a good job and you can keep on traveling indefinitely because you'll be traveling remotely.
Yeah, I have to look that up. I haven't like spent any time doing any research on it.
You should. Okay, so the next one is: have you started a new job? Have your friends arrived?
Han llegado, tus amigos.
Now in Spanish, it would sound more natural to say "ya llegaron tus amigos."
Ya llegaron.
Así está bien. Gracias. So we would say this. It would sound more natural. Ya llegaron tus amigos. Okay.
Ya llegaron.
But that translation is correct though. Okay. It's just not something that we would say. Yes, they've arrived. No, they arrived at 5 o'clock.
Sí, llegaron a las 5 en punto.
Sí, llegaron a las 5 en punto. Has Sarah gone away? Remember, present perfect is like reflexive when you use go in Spanish.
Se ha ido Sarah.
Sarah. But away is like it implies like away, like traveling, right? Like go
Yeah.
away, like she,
Yeah.
like for example, you went away from Switzerland to
Yeah.
come here, Colombia or something.
If
Se ha
you
ido
say
Sara.
like away, you wouldn't say like if you ask if she like shopping or something.
No, would you? No.
No.
It's more like for traveling.
Yeah.
We could translate away in this case. Se ha ido Sara lejos. Or like maybe we could even say se ha ido Sara a viajar, like to travel. Okay, yes, she went away on Friday.
Sí, ella se fue el viernes.
Good. The next one is have you worn your new suit?
¿Has usado tu nuevo
Traje. Yes, I wore it. Right? I wore it yesterday.
Sí, sí lo usé ayer.
Lo usé ayer. Are these sentences okay? Correct the verbs that are wrong. So I've lost my key. I can't find it.
He perdido
Mi llave. Remember the llave here? Some very uneducated people would say llave to their homies. Mates. Hey llave, but that's very, very uneducated. That sounds like terrible. But some people say it like downtown. Have you been to Minorista or to Mayorista? Yeah. People from there, they would say llave.
My girlfriend was like, "Oh, come on, let's take a cab and we'll walk here."
Okay.
Because we walked from the metro station.
Cisneros.
What is it called? Barrio or something, like right next to Plaza Botero. Well, I actually walked from Plaza de la Memoria all the way to La Minorista. It's quite a walk. And,
okay.
There's like some dodgy
but it was,
areas.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, I don't like it. I don't walk around those areas.
But it's just, I find it very interesting. There's so much happening, and you see so many things you would never see anywhere.
That's why I wanted to go to that restaurant, because that restaurant, like that area, is like that.
Okay.
That's what my friend told me. Like, we're so used to those kind of areas and they're horrible, but I know it's something that you wouldn't find in a developed country. Like, very rarely you would find it. The restaurant I told you, Govinda, you've got to go. It's like that. That's why Govinda's is a very nice restaurant to go, especially for a foreigner, because it's like that. What you're telling me right now.
Like, do that on the weekend. Govinda.
Govinda, it's a veggie restaurant, some kind of Buddhist veggie restaurant sort of thing. And it's downtown, right at the Rio station. You just get,
Okay.
oh no, wait. Yes, the Rio station, Parque del Rio station. And it's like a really nice meal. Like if I had meals like those every day, I wouldn't mind dropping meat forever. It's really good. Yeah, it's very good food. So the next one is perdido mi llave. I can't find it.
No puedo encontrarla.
No la puedo encontrar.
Puedo encontrar.
Oh, no puedo encontrarla. Yes, that's okay as well. No puedo encontrarla. So the LA can be in those two positions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Either
yeah.
for the word.
Exactly. For it. Mm-hmm. The object pronoun. I saw that you were looking for that. Did you do some exercises regarding that, like object pronouns?
No, not yet. But I like, because I'm having trouble sometimes, like with the conjugations of the verbs. So I thought it might be good if I can do some exercises like the ones that I found, where you have this text and you have to fill in the right form of the verb.
Okay. Maybe on Tiny Cards you can find something regarding object pronouns in Spanish. Object pronouns. Pronouns in Spanish. That's something you've got to check out. I finished my work at 2 o'clock. Oh no. Have you seen Kate yesterday? No. Did you see Kate yesterday?
¿Viste a Katie ayer?
¿Viste a Kate ayer? Today, only today, I feel like I'm already used to doing the Y with this finger and the Z with this one, because I felt so lost when typing. I was like, ah.
Yeah, it's the same for me when it's the other way around.
Yeah, it's like, oh, fuck. Like my life has been a lie. Okay, so the next one is I finished. That's fast. I finished my work at 2 o'clock.
Terminé mi trabajo a las 2 en punto.
Good. I'm ready now. I finished. Oh no, I have finished my work. I finished my work.
Estoy listo ahora.
Estoy listo ahora. I finished my work.
He terminado mi trabajo.
Terminado mi trabajo. What time did you finish your work?
Have you finished?
Could be past, no? Like, what time did you finish your work?
¿A qué hora terminaste tu trabajo?
¿A qué horas terminaste? ¿O a qué hora? Yeah, both sound right. ¿A qué hora terminaste? ¿O a qué horas terminaste? I would say either. ¿A qué horas terminaste tu trabajo? The next one is, she isn't here, she's gone out. Although in Spanish, it would be a past simple. Like in English, it's okay, she's gone out, a present perfect, but in Spanish, it's a past simple. She went out.
Yeah. Okay. Su no está aquí. Ella se fue.
Ella se fue. Steve's grandmother died 2 years ago.
La abuela de Steve murió. Or what's the other one? You said like there's a...
But that's passed away.
Passed away.
Is falleció.
Falleció. Hace 2 años.
Now I remembered what the strangest thing was that I saw last week. I was like this is why Colombia is the way it is right now. Like I live in Belgium, you know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's like all the way to the north, right? And like the north, you know that the north is like the poorest area in the valley, and the south is like the richest area in the valley. And I saw these two neas on a motorcycle, and guess what? The guy, like not the rider, but the
Guy in the back.
Yeah, the guy in the back. He had a boom skate.
On the...
He was carrying it on the motorcycle. I was like, geez, seriously? I mean, they stole it. I mean, the boom hasn't got coverage in that area.
True. It's like...
so I was like, what the hell? They stole it. I was like, come on, man. Like, it's unbelievable. And they were like they were like, seriously? Come on. No, I mean, I laughed, but I was like, you disappoint me. You disappoint me. It's like,
I've seen people on motorbikes with those booms, but in this area. So
yeah, I mean, they're
maybe,
picking
like,
them up.
like,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah,
It's like if they're employees, but
yeah.
but I mean, it was like I saw these guys and they were like, it's like, shit. I mean, that doesn't speak well about our country. I was like, and I thought about it. I was like, how do they manage the people who actually steal those things? Like, it's a high risk. That's because that costs like $800, and even if they sell the parts, they would get some money, and just for taking them.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they would follow them somewhere.
Or maybe they've got like an alert thing. Maybe they've got an alert thing that tells them that the device is going out of the area that it should be, probably. But what if the person is like a mechanic and they actually know how to deactivate the alarm that goes off? So
it makes a really annoying noise if you take it without unlocking it before it.
Yeah. Okay. So it's got like a locking system.
Well, I guess it's kind of locked, but it does this noise as well, so that I guess that people, would look at you.
Okay.
They would see that.
But what if the person is not actually, like, they just pick it up? It's not.
Then I don't know what happens.
Yeah. Which is what I think that these guys did. Like, they just picked it up and it made no noise. So it was like, I was like, come on. So the next one is I'm ready now. I finished. I have. Oh no, we were. Have you been? Where have you been? Where were you last night?
¿Dónde fuiste anoche?
It's a location.
¿Dónde estaba? Estaba.
¿Dónde estabas anoche? ¿Dónde estabas anoche? My friend is arrived. We did that. We did that. Let's start from the third. I present perfect or past simple. I played tennis yesterday afternoon.
Yo jugué. Yo jugué tenis ayer en la tarde.
En la tarde. Yo jugué tenis ayer en la tarde. ¿Cuál fue el último juego que jugaste?
El El último juego que jugué fue un, un juego de drinking game,
Juego de licor.
juego de licor.
Yeah, or yeah, I would say un juego de licor, something like that. Fun. Okay, the next one is bed last night. Um, have you ever met a famous person?
¿Alguna vez has encontrado
So remember that meet, it's got two different translations. So if you already met the person, then the translation will be encontrarse con, because you already met her or met him. But if it's the first time, conocer. ¿Alguna vez? So have you ever met a famous person?
¿Alguna vez has conocido una persona famosa?
Una persona famosa. How do you answer that question?
Just trying to think. No creo que...
Yo conocí al mejor vendedor del mundo hace un año. I didn't actually met him, but I did see him in a conference. Yo conocí al mejor vendedor del mundo hace un año. So what does it say?
That you met the best seller?
Salesperson or seller
in the world.
In the world. You know who he is?
No.
Jürgen Klarich. He's
I've heard his name.
Yeah, him. He sold like $70 million in 3 days in houses and penthouses. I don't know what it was, but it was like 70 fucking million. And he's the only one who's broken his own record. Like the first time was like 30 million, the second time like 50 million, and then the third time around, which was this year, like 5 months ago, it was like 70 fucking million. I was like, yeah, it's amazing. He's got like, I think he's got 2 bestsellers right now, 2 book bestsellers. Like, you got to read them. They're in Spanish. You should read them. Like,
This
if you
makes me depressed because I worry about what am I gonna pay my rent for once I get back to Switzerland. This guy has like millions.
But he teaches everything. Everything he teaches, he gives it away. Like, it's everything on YouTube. It's everything on YouTube. His channel, you can find him in all social media as Jürgen Klarich, and his non-profit, well, kind of non-profit organization is Via Lab. And like he's like all these guys who've got a lot of money. I want to change the way education is being carried out right now. So his goal right now is to create the best school in the world. That's his goal right now. Yeah. And then he teaches like soft skills. Have you heard about that? Like soft skills, like all these things that you aren't taught.
More like social skills.
Exactly, social skills, like how to speak in public, stuff that you should know from college or from high school, and they don't teach it. Yeah, so it's really nice. Like on Via Lab, he's got many teachers, but Jürgen Klarich channel or on YouTube, whatever, then it's like his videos, and he's got conferences uploaded regarding his books. It's one of the conference of his bestsellers is in English because he also speaks English. But most of the like 98% of his content is in Spanish.
Where is he from?
He's from Bolivia, but he was raised in the United States.
His name sounds like Eastern European.
Yeah, I know. but no, he's from Bolivia, and I think he was raised in the United States, and then yeah, and he's made a name from that. He's got like it's very very nice. Like I and when I was at his conference back in it was in Guatapé. It was a conference that he gave away. Like he's the best, and he's living in Guatapé, and it's very fun because he was going to give the conference in El Peñol city in the town, and the mayor didn't let him do it. He was going to give it away. The mayor, well, no, I haven't got any space. Yeah, it was like the guy is a yeah, it's an asshole. It's like come on, and then he had to go to Guatapé. Oh no, it was the other way around. Like they didn't let him in Guatapé, so he had to go to El Peñol because in Guatapé they didn't give him the. He was like, hey, I'm going to give my conference, but I need a space.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh no, we've got nothing. It's more expensive what he had to say that the freaking space. It was like, come on. But you've got to watch him. I just love his philosophy. His philosophy of life, I just love it. There are many. I've met some students who don't agree. Like in so many, many students of mine say that he's just showing off. But when you watch his videos, I think it makes sense what he teaches. In my opinion, I like it. Check it out on your own. And he sold like this prize that he got is not because he claims to be the best salesperson. It's because he was actually put to the test and that was in Europe, I think. Like the prize that he got is from Europe with these apartments that he sold. So it's very likely that he sold them in English, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't really know, but if he was there or maybe in Spain, I don't know.
Okay.
He's a genius selling. Like, yeah, I think the same. Like, I can sometimes I feel like I haven't got enough money, and this guy is selling like in 3 days. It's like okay, someday, somehow. So the next one is let's plug it in.
Yeah. One here.
Well, you connect it first, and then.
Can we pause it quickly?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we were in the weather time, tennis. Where were we? I got lost. What time did you go to bed last night? Oh no, were we there?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Yeah. ¿A qué hora? ¿A qué hora fuiste a dormir anoche?
¿A qué horas fuiste a dormir anoche? Yeah. The next one is what time do you go to bed? Oh no, yeah, we had already done that. Yeah, very good. The weather wasn't very good yesterday.
El clima no estuvo.
No estaba.
El clima no estaba muy bueno ayer.
Muy bueno ayer. We would say something like digamos. I would say this, like el clima no estaba muy bueno ayer, digamos. Yeah, what that means is like not that much. Like I don't think so. Okay, it's like a kind of filler word that we would do. The next one is the weather. Very good. Yes, Casey travels a lot. Casey travels a lot. Casey viaja mucho. Casey viaja mucho. He's visited many countries. Ella visitó. Ha visitado. Ha visitado muchos países. Muchos países. Ella ha visitado muchos países. Ok. Si estás hablando en español con tu novia.
Mm, a veces hablamos en español.
A veces hablamos en
En
español.
español.
Ujú. ¿Quién sabe más, vos o ella?
Ella. Sí, ella es, no sé, creo que algo es raro con su cerebro,
¿Por qué?
porque es mucho más fácil para aprender cosas nuevas
Para ella.
para ella, sí. Y
Ya.
también en la clase, ella es muy rápida también. Y no, ella casi no estudia.
¿No?
No, like, okay, but
You're like kicking your ass and learning new shit, and she doesn't study anything and she knows more. I mean, there are people more likely to learn faster than us. It's okay. Like, we all got different paces of learning. Ah, pero ¿cuántas horas o cuánto tiempo
pero
estudia ella al día?
que ella estudia una media hora,
Ella
una
estudia,
media hora,
like 1 hour and a half.
no, like half an hour,
Ella estudia media hora.
and to 1 hour.
What?
Estudia media hora, like half an hour to 1 hour. Gracias.
Half an hour. But
Half
so
an hour, like 30 minutes.
Yeah. No, así está bien, gracias. But you mean like, isn't she attending some lessons?
You mean like this? Yeah.
Yeah.
She's taking,
In total, I mean, like in
Yeah.
total, like the lessons and the self-study thing.
it's like 4 horas y media.
Mm.
Y ella toma clases en Europa también por un año
Ella,
antes de venir a Colombia.
y ella tomó clases en
Sí.
Europa. Ella hacía 4 horas y media, ella tomó clases en Europa por un año. Por un año.
Y su trabajo pagó por las clases.
What?
Muy chévere.
Y su trabajo le pagó las clases. Hey, do you remember where her company was?
It's like the European Union is like the employee.
Can you send me a link, because I would be so interested in talking to them. It's a better deal for them anyway. They're already paying for those lessons.
I don't
So
know, maybe they would do that.
send me a link. Talk to her. Maybe she's got a direct contact.
I can ask her. I don't know, like it's the European Union is so bureaucratic, so I could imagine that it needs to be a teacher where that teaches in the classroom.
But who knows? It's business.
Maybe not.
It's business. I can agree on something with a businessman. Yeah, but please talk to her. If she can give me like a direct contact, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. As I'm telling you, like a business person recognizes a good business everywhere. So a good deal. So the next one is very good. I switched off the light before going out this morning.
Apagué el luz antes.
Apagué la luz.
Apagué la luz antes. Before. Antes salió.
Antes de salir.
Antes de salir esta mañana.
Once again. Apagué la luz antes de salir esta mañana.
Apagué la luz antes de salir esta mañana.
Good. I live in New York now.
Okay. To turn on is I forget.
Prender or encender.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, some neas might say like, vamos a aprender a ese man, vamos a aprender a ese man. So what that means is like, let's hit him a spot. Let's give him a beating. Let's give that a man a beating up or something. Vamos a aprender a ese man. Like, let's turn him on. But it's like, we're going to hit him very hard. Okay, so vamos a aprender a ese man. But that's just an expression. So I live in New York now.
Vivo en Nueva York ahora.
I lived in Mexico for many years.
Pero viví en México por muchos años.
Pero viví en México por muchos años. Good. What's Canada like? That's a good question.
¿Cómo está Canadá?
¿Cómo es
¿Cómo es?
Canada?
Ah, sí. Not like you just change.
Is it beautiful?
Es hermoso.
Es bonito.
Bonito.
Like if we're speaking like about a place or some like an object, I would call it bonito. But if you were speaking about a woman, I would say hermosa.
Okay.
Or linda. I would prefer linda.
And if like we went to visit there was like a good farewell party of a Brazilian friend here, and his friends there have like a little boy, and he was really cute. And then I didn't know like how to say.
A what?
Like,
A what?
A little boy. He was like 4 years old.
Okay.
And I didn't know how to say like, oh, he's very cute, so that it
He's
doesn't like sound weird or creepy, you know?
Yeah. That's yeah, because if you say that in Spanish, well, at least people would know that you're a foreigner, so they wouldn't look at you as bad. But for example, if I said it, they would look at me like, "Oh, this guy is like a raper or something." Like he's like, "Hey, don't look at my boy. Don't look at my boy." So let me think. I'm thinking of. It's just that I wouldn't call a boy cute.
Maybe adorable. Or it's weird.
Yeah, I would just call him like I would just call him. Oh, he's a good boy.
Yeah.
That's as yeah, like that's the sweetest as I would go. Like speaking about either a girl or a boy, just like she's a good girl. He's a good boy. That's all I would say.
He seems smart.
Yeah, something like that, but not like, oh, he's cute. He's like, hey, don't look at my boy. So yeah, I would say or like we would say like he behaves really well. Like he's like a good boy. Like he behaves really well. But we would say like he's well behaved. Like él es muy juicioso. Or what you say, or él es muy inteligente. Inteligente. That's as far as I would go. Like, nothing else. It sounds just too much.
Better I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I mean, they would understand you, but something like if I said it, like if I were like, but maybe if I'm friends with the, for example, with the mom, only this situation. It's a very personal opinion. If I'm friends with the mom and she knows that I'm good, that's no big deal. And she's got a daughter, I have said sometimes that, oh, she's adorable, or she's cute, but only with a girl, not with a boy.
Yeah.
I would say, es muy adorable, es muy linda, she's beautiful, es muy linda. Tan linda, like so cute, like tan linda. But only if I'm like very or sort of close to the mom. If it's just an acquaintance of mine,
you wouldn't say.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, just like she's smart or she's a good girl. Just that's as far as I would go.
Yeah.
Okay, next one is What time? What's Canada? I don't know. I haven't been there.
No sé. No he estado allí.
No sé, no he estado allí. Nice. See, put the verb in the present perfect or past. Have you ever been to Florida?
¿Has estado en Florida?
Ever. Remember, ever is alguna vez. ¿Alguna vez has estado en Florida? The accent. Florida.
Florida.
Once again, ¿alguna vez has estado en Florida?
¿Alguna vez has estado en Florida?
Yes, we went there on holiday 2 years ago.
Sí. Fuimos allí de vacaciones. Y de vacaciones hace 2 años.
Did you have a good time?
Disfruto. Pasaron un buen tiempo o disfruta.
Did you have a good time? In Spanish, we
It's
would
like
say like,
for
did you
plural,
pass
no?
it? Like we would say, yeah, like you guys. Like, did you pass? Did you pass it well? That's what we would say in Spanish.
Okay.
But for the plural, so what would you say?
Pasaron bien.
La
pasaron
bien. La pasaron bien. Yeah, it was great.
Sí, fue genial.
Fue genial. Okay.
Y this fue, ¿no?
Sí, fue genial. It was great. Okay. So the next one is, where's Ellen?
¿Dónde está Alan? I'm just always trying to think like how would Colombians pronounce those
The what?
those English names.
We just read it as they are written down.
Alan.
Have you seen him?
¿Has lo visto o has visto a él?
Lo has visto. So lo is him.
Lo has visto.
Yes, he's gone out. No, he went out a few minutes ago.
Sí. Él se fue hace unos minutos.
Él se fue, again?
Él se fue hace unos minutos.
Él se fue hace unos minutos. And Rachel?
¿Y Rachel?
I don't know. I haven't seen her.
No sé. No he visto. No he visto.
No la he visto.
No la he visto.
Good. The next one is Rose works in a factory. So,
Rose trabaja en una
Rose trabaja en una
fábrica.
She has worked there for 6 months.
Ella ha trabajado allí por 6 meses.
Allí por 6 meses. Remember, this is informal, right? Before that, she was a waitress in a restaurant.
Después,
Antes,
antes, you wouldn't use the that here, no. Antes de eso,
Antes de eso.
sí. Antes de eso, she was. Era, antes de eso, era
Era una
una waitress.
mesera.
Era una mesera.
I think there are some places and countries that I think they call the waitress moza. I think. I'm not sure though, okay?
Here they just always call them like, oh, niña. Or,
Niña.
but I feel like it's rude. I would never say that like niña.
It sounds,
Chica,
you know,
chica.
chica is okay.
Yeah.
I would say chica. Yeah. Yeah, because it's this is more or less what the way we perceive it. Like if we call it like, hey, waitress in Spanish, and here it sounds like I'm kind of like how do you yeah, exactly, like it sounds like if I feel like I'm a floppy, like, and the times whenever I hear someone say, hey, mesera, it sounds like rude. It sounds like you feel like a better person just because you're buying something and the other person is helping you get something. So, but instead we try to be like softer about it. Hey, chica, or niña is usually said by people who are older. Yeah, and they are like niña, and in my opinion, that also sounds like sort of offensive. It's not offensive, but it sounds like what I'm telling you, like they feel like they're over them. So, but if it's chica, it's like you're putting yourself at the same level. Ah, chica, then you're not thinking that you're better than the other person. You're just being okay. Like, hey, I consider we both in the same level, but I would like you to help me out get this. Okay. No, the next one is before that she's a wait. Okay, so antes de eso era una mesera. Moza, yeah, because I think that the guy that I was teaching from the one that I told you from the States that like kind of half of Argentinian, I think he once told me moza. I think, I'm not sure though. Yeah. But la moza is the loudest one. Here in Colombia, la moza. I'm not sure if it's with a Z or with an S, but I know it's moza. Mota. Sure. She worked there for 2 years.
Where is it?
Here. Over here.
Oh.
She worked there. Yeah.
Ella trabajó allí por 2 años.
You could also say allá, right? But she didn't enjoy it very much.
Pero ella no lo disfrutó
mucho. Pero ella no lo disfrutó mucho. Oh, this is going to be great. This will be fun. So do you know Mark's sister?
¿Sabes la hermana de Mark?
Remember, no, it's got 2 different translations. What are they?
Saber y conocer.
And when do we use which?
Saber is like for a skill,
and
conocer is for like
if you've seen something or someone.
Yeah.
Okay, so which one is it?
Conocer.
Exactly. So, do you know Mark's sister?
¿Conoces la hermana de Mark?
A la hermana de
Mark.
Okay, go on. What?
Yo
I have seen her a few times.
Um, la he visto.
La he visto.
La he visto algunas veces.
Gracias. Gracias.
La he visto algunas veces.
La he visto unas veces.
Unas veces. Unas veces.
But I have never spoken to her.
Pero no he hablado con ella.
Pero nunca he hablado con ella. Never, right? Have you ever spoken to her?
¿Alguna vez has hablado a ella?
¿Has hablado con ella?
Con ella.
¿Has hablado con ella? Yes. I met her at a party last week. She's very nice.
Sí. La conocí en una fiesta la semana pasada.
En una fiesta. Some people would say en una farra. En una juerga. La semana pasada. I like juerga though. It sounds like a very crazy party. Juerga. No, jerga is like a slang. Like slang. And juerga. I think this is with the two periods over it. I'm not sure. We'd have to look it up. But it's somewhere like very similar. La semana pasada. She's very nice.
Ella es muy chévere.
Es muy chévere.
Is there like there is a tilde on the first E? Or no? Chévere. Chévere.
You're asking the person who knows less about tildes of all Colombians. Not sure. I mean, chévere. Yeah, definitely the accent is in the first syllable, but I'm not sure if there is a tilde. I'm not sure. So I always use my spell checker on my mobile phone because but I'm trying to memorize them because, yeah, and right now I'm actually trying to memorize it, like the words, but it takes time, and it's much easier to learn the words with the tildes than learning the rules. The rules are like, if this is this, it's like ridiculous rules. I mean, it's not ridiculous. They explain why there is a tilde, but I don't care. So I just want to know where there is a tilde and that's it. I'm not going to apply the rule. I just learn the word and that's it. More useful. Okay, so passive voice. So passive voice, basically, what it does to verbs in Spanish is that they make the verbs like reflexive. That's what it does in Spanish, and that's why it's so difficult for us in Spanish to learn it in English, because we don't know it's a passive voice. Many people don't know it's a passive voice because they are, but that's reflexive. So how do I conjugate it? So there is like a very straightforward conjugation, but many times, very often, is not that straight conjugation, but the one which is like a reflexive verb. This is like an irregular sort of conjugation, not translation. I'm going to show you. Okay, so the office is cleaned every day. So there are two translations, always for the passive voice. The one which is like reflexive and the straightforward translation. Okay, so let's do the straightforward conjugation and then the one which is like reflexive. So,
la oficina está limpiado todos los días.
La oficina es limpiada
todos
los días. But the reflexive one, how would it be? How do you think it would be?
La oficina this is reflexive.
I mean, you can do both, but the most common one is a reflexive one.
Okay. La oficina se limpiada.
La oficina. So, la oficina. Oh, the reflexive. Oh, okay. The reflexive one. La oficina se limpia todos los días. So the two of them mean the office is cleaned every day. But you see, there's one which is like reflexive, and the other one which is like a very straightforward conjugation.
Doesn't
translation.
that like mean that it's cleaning itself?
No, that's what makes it tricky.
Okay.
So, and the one in past, the office was cleaned yesterday.
La oficina was cleaned. Era limpiado.
La oficina fue limpiada.
La oficina fue limpiada ayer.
But that sounds very odd. So in this one we would use.
Really?
So the reflexive one.
La oficina se fue.
Se limpió.
Se limpió ayer.
Se limpió ayer. Okay? You need to watch that out. So you're aware of what passive voice is in English, like native language and English.
Kind of.
Yeah, basically this is the explanation. Like an active voice is somebody cleans the office every day. Then the passive means that the object pronoun is going to be the direct one, and then it's going to be the other way around. Okay? So the office is cleaned every day. You could say by somebody if you want at the end. You see, so the main one becomes the object, and then the object becomes the main one.
Okay. Yeah.
That's basically it in English.
Yeah.
Let's translate somebody cleans the office every day.
Alguien limpia la oficina todos los días.
Todos los días. That's perfect. And then the office is cleaned every day.
La oficina es limpiado.
Oh, it's the same. Yeah, la oficina es limpiada.
Es limpiada.
O la oficina se limpia todos los días.
So the passive or the reflexive is just always, or you would just use the present, the past perfect.
The thing about passive voice is that you've got all the tenses, but passive voice means that you will always have a verb to be.
Yeah, but you don't have the other word. I don't know what it's called in English. The
past participle. Like the third conjugation, like present, past, and
fue
past.
Limpiada. But you need the second verb you need to form the
Yeah, I mean, when you're using the straightforward translation, you will use the past participle conjugation, which is not the past simple, but the ones that you use in present perfect.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
But that's not the common phrases that we use. It's not as if we don't use them, it's just not that common. Like the ones that we use most often is the reflexive form. Okay? That's the tricky part. That's the tricky thing about this topic, because it makes like you will find all the tenses, present, past, future, everything with passive voice. So that means that just the very fact of being passive voice, it'll be reflexive. It'll make all the verbs reflexive in all the tenses. That's what makes, and it's a mess to learn it in English for us as well, because I just realized this when I started learning this topic. I was, oh shit, that's a passive voice. It's not a reflexive verb, it's a passive voice. That's why it's tricky. And when I'm telling you, I wasn't taught that. No one ever taught me that. Like, I had to sort of figure it out. They taught me passive voice, but like very lame teaching, in my opinion. So la oficina, so somebody cleaned the office yesterday. Alguien.
Alguien limpió la
Ujú.
oficina ayer.
Limpió la oficina ayer. Now, what the guide is showing us is that every sentence that you see that is an active voice, it can be a passive voice as well. What I just told you, like it'll have present, past, future, perfect tenses in present perfect, past perfect, future, past, present perfect, past perfect, future perfect. Yeah, I mean it's got all of them, but in passive voice. So that's why, like, when you don't know the topics before that, then you will be so mixed up. Like you will be so confused. So let's have a look at these examples. So butter is made from milk.
So hold on, these two. Oh, here. So for this, you would just use the same. Oh, la oficina se limpió ayer. And for that one as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same sentence, yeah.
But it is cleaned and it was cleaned.
But the verb is conjugated. Se limpia is present and se limpió is past.
Yeah, but here it's not in the... Oh, okay. Yeah.
The verb is conjugated. So butter is made from milk. So let's do the two of them. The straightforward translation and then the reflexive one.
Okay. Mantequilla.
La mantequilla.
La mantequilla. Es hecho.
Es hecha because it's feminine.
Es hecha de leche.
De la leche. Now the reflexive one.
Como like you...
La mantequilla se hace de la leche. Okay. There are some sentences in which both of them sound natural. In this case, the two of them sound natural. But there are some others in which one is going to sound more natural than the other. And I'll tell you which. I mean, at least in the examples that we have a look at. So oranges are imported into Britain.
Naranjas.
Las naranjas.
Las naranjas.
Son
importados.
It's feminine, importadas.
Importadas a...
Son importadas a Colombia. En Colombia. It sounds good to me. Las naranjas importadas a
Inglaterra.
Bretaña, I think.
Importadas a Bretaña. Y las naranjas se
importan
a Bretaña.
The next one. How often are these rooms cleaned?
¿Cuántos veces?
¿Qué tan seguido?
How is it? ¿Qué?
How often? ¿Qué tan seguido are these rooms cleaned?
How often? ¿Qué tan seguido están limpiados?
We'll always use se.
Always.
Yeah.
Okay. ¿Qué tan seguidos son limpiados?
Son limpiadas.
Limpiadas.
Because it's feminine. Habitaciones.
Las habitaciones.
¿Qué tan seguidos son limpiadas las habitaciones? ¿Qué tan seguido son limpiadas las habitaciones? O, ¿qué tan seguido?
¿Qué tan seguido se limpian las habitaciones?
Exactly. I'm never invited.
That's so sad.
Yeah, I'm never invited because you're an asshole. That's why you're not invited.
Nunca soy invitado a las fiestas.
Las farras,
Farras.
a las juergas. Juergas. Nunca me. This one is slightly different. Like, nunca me invitan. Nunca me invitan a las fiestas. Okay? And that would also work for the translation of I'm never invited to parties.
Okay.
Nunca me invitan a las
So
fiestas.
this verb is reflexive to that object, like
Yeah,
always,
sort of. Yeah. So the next one is this house was built 100 years ago.
Esta
Esta
casa fue
construida
hace 100 años.
and the other one,
Esta casa se construyó.
se construyó.
Esta casa se construyó hace 100 años.
That's the one that sounds more natural. The other one doesn't sound odd, but it sounds more natural to say se construyó hace 100 años. Now the next one is these houses were built 100 years ago.
Estas casas fueron construidas hace 100 años.
Estas casas fueron construidas hace 100 años.
Estas casas se construyeron hace 100 años.
Exactly. That's perfect. When was the telephone invented?
Cuando
The two translations sound good in Spanish.
¿Cuándo fue inventado
¿Cuándo fue inventado
el teléfono?
Yeah, and the other one?
¿Cuándo se inventó el teléfono?
Perfect. ¿Cuándo se inventó el teléfono? We weren't invited to the party last week.
No fuimos invitados a la fiesta la semana pasada.
No fuimos invitados a la fiesta la semana pasada. And we were invited to play.
So
It could be like, no se nos invitó. No se nos invitó a la fiesta la semana pasada. This one doesn't sound good. I mean, it's okay, but it sounds like too formal. No se nos invitó, it sounds very formal, just too formal. Like people wouldn't speak like that in this sentence. I mean, that's the tricky part, that sometimes it sounds natural. The other one, and some others like the straightforward translation, and other times it sounds more natural to use the reflexive. So it's like, You just need to memorize them. There's just no way out of it. Right? You just need to memorize them.
Okay.
We weren't. No, was anybody injured in the accident?
Alguien fue, alguien was injured,
Lesionado.
lesionado. Alguien fue lesionado en el accidente.
En el accidente.
En el accidente.
And the reflexive.
Alguien se lesionó
Lesionó.
en el accidente.
Perfect. The next one is I was born in Berlin in 1983. That's a phrase that you need to memorize. It's always going to be nací. In Spanish, it's like a past simple. I don't know why, and I don't know why it's a passive voice in English either.
Okay.
I just memorized it, and that's it. Nací
en Berlín en el 1993.
You're from the 1990, right? Where were you born?
¿Dónde naciste?
Yep, donde naciste. Passive plus by. So the telephone was invented by Alexander Bell in 1876.
El teléfono se inventó.
When we're going to say who, it's better to use the straightforward, the direct translation.
Okay.
El teléfono fue inventado
por Alexander Bell en 1876.
Good. I was bitten by a dog a few days ago. Fui mordido. Bite is morder.
Fui mordido por un perro hace unos días.
Chew is masticar.
Masticar.
And yeah. Do you like these paintings?
¿Te gusta?
¿Te gustan?
¿Te gustan? Estos cuadros.
Cuadros. You could say estas pinturas as well. Pinturas. As in like the ones that were actually painted. They were painted by a friend of mine.
Son pintados.
Fueron pintadas. O pintados. I mean, if it's pinturas, you would say pintadas. If it's cuadros, it's pintados.
Yeah.
We don't know because it's masculine.
Fueron pintadas por un amigo de...
Por un amigo
mío.
Good.
Por un amigo.
And this is mío, like this. Fueron pintadas por un amigo mío. Okay, we're done for today. This topic is very interesting. Let's just keep on doing it. Just finish this and